every man for himself is not going to work. It's time to start organizing. We need to figure out how we're going to survive here. Now, I found water, fresh water up in the valley. I'll take a group in at first light. If you don't want to come, then find another way to contribute. Last week, most of us were strangers. But we're all here now. And God knows how long we're going to be here. But if we can't live together, we're going to die alone.
Boy, there sure are a lot of us out there. And by us, I mean Turo hosts. There's a lot of Turo hosts out there. And that number is just growing exponentially every day, every week. I've just watching this, one of these Facebook groups that I'm in. I think it's more than doubled just in the last few weeks that I've been in it. There, I think, are more people coming onto the Turo platform as hosts now than at any other time in Turo's history, and it's pretty interesting to see. And it's in a very real way, we are all competitors with one another. Now, if you're in a place like Cody, Wyoming, or Columbia, Missouri, a place like that, there might just be a handful of you, 2 or 3, maybe a dozen Turo hosts in that market. But if you're in a place like Fort Lauderdale or Los Angeles or Miami or Chicago or Boston, as you know, there's hundreds and hundreds of hosts, maybe even more than 1,000 in some of these cities. Turo is very crowded in some places around the country. And we are all competing against one another because we all want our cars booked every day at the highest possible rates. We all want the best guests to come and book our vehicles. So yeah, it's real that we are competitors with one another. But I'm making this video just for a couple minutes here to encourage you to start thinking about something else, and that is viewing one another as competitors, but also collaborators. We're in this really special moment of time right now where the rental car companies, the Enterprises and the Hertz and the Avises of the world — does Avis even exist anymore? I don't know. But the rental car companies are kind of on the ropes. It's true, they're getting hundreds of dollars a day for vehicles that they would have gotten $60 or $70 a day for 2 years ago. But they just don't have the vehicles. As you know, as you've heard over and over for the past several months, they sold off large portions of their fleets. There's this national rental car shortage right now, and people just cannot find rental cars. And what's happening is more and more people than ever before are pulling out their phone, downloading the Turo app, and looking for vehicles on Turo. So we have this incredible moment of time right now where we're enjoying abundant bookings in most cities. We're enjoying some of the highest rates that we've ever charged. But there's going to be a moment where that equalizes some. Whether that's 6 months down the road, 12 months, 18 months, don't really know. Don't know how long this chip shortage is going to last with the car manufacturers. We just don't know how long this window of time is going to be. But there's going to be a time where the rental car companies are going to fleet back up. Things will normalize across the country. But in this window of time right now, we have an opportunity to put people in our vehicles who would have never turned to Turo before, give them amazing 5-star experiences, and after things normalize and the other rental car companies fleet back up, instead of Enterprise being the first thing that people think of whenever they need a rental car, we can make Turo the first thing that people think of when they need a rental car. And that's going to require a couple things. One, I've already mentioned, is all of us hosts doing our part in making sure that every guest receives a 6-star experience. Forget 5 stars. This is a time where we need to go above and beyond and make them never want to look back. So every one of us who are putting people in our cars every day need to be committed to creating an experience that is going to win that person over to Turo for years to come. I think it's going to also require collaboration, hence the name of this video, Competitors and Collaborators. I'll give you an example of what this looks like, and I've kind of experienced this here in Detroit ever since I got into Turo back in 2018. There's some good people here that I've gotten to know pretty well. But I'll give you an example just from this morning. About 9 o'clock this morning, I got a trip request from a guy who was flying into Detroit with his family. He messaged, he sent me the trip request, and in it he said, before you accept, is it possible for you to deliver the vehicle down to DTW? And I just don't do airport deliveries. I never have. I've never done a single one in my life. I don't plan to do them. They're not worth the hassle to me. I messaged him back and I said, no, I'm sorry. I don't do airport delivery. And he messaged back and he was kind of desperate, kind of frantic. He said, we're really finding it difficult to find transportation around Detroit when we get there. I said, I'll tell you what, don't worry about it. I said, just cancel your request with me. As soon as I see your cancellation, I'm going to send you the link to my buddy Lavelle's profile, Turo profile. He's a brand new host, got 5 beautiful brand new vehicles, doing an amazing 5-star job. He's down by the airport. He does airport business. He'll take good care of you. And the guy was like, oh, God, you're a lifesaver. Thank you so much. So I sent him over buddy Lavelle's link. I don't know if he's booked yet or not, but he was really excited that he was going to have another Turo host to choose from. This is what I mean by collaborating with one another. In your market, there's going to be times where guests are going to want something that you can't provide. Maybe you're sold out, or maybe they're wanting a delivery service that you don't provide. But you certainly have an opportunity to still win that guest over to Turo by collaborating with your fellow hosts here in your cities. So this is our moment, folks. This is our moment to really make Turo the go-to car rental option 2, 3, 4 years down the road. So it's a rainy day here in Detroit. And I actually marked myself unavailable for the rest of the day because I just don't want to be out in it. So I'm sitting here just working on stuff for the Carshare Academy. I thought I'd make this video and encourage you folks to really begin thinking of one another in this way. How can you help one another out in your market? So get out there and meet folks. Meet your fellow hosts. Reach out to them. Go have drinks together or go have lunch together and get to know one another. Learn one another's fleets, what kind of vehicles they have, what kind of delivery services they provide, what kind of extras they provide. We're going to help with some of this networking as we put together these regional rallies all across the United States over the next 12 months. It'll be a great time to just bring all of the hosts together in a city or in a region and meet one another and learn how to be successful in our operations, but also learn how to support one another. But, don't wait for that. Reach out, get to know one another. Let's find ways to collaborate with one another in our markets to make Turo the dominant choice for years to come. All right, just a quick video to encourage you. I hope you all have a great day, and talk